Welcome back to ABV TV. Today we are drinking Kaiju's Kaiju Krush beer. So Kaiju Krush is a tropical pale ale by the great team at Kaiju Beer, Kaiju Brewing, out of Victoria. Now first up, another dirty fucking glass. Color-wise, when you look past the bubbles, and this side's good. It's actually quite a clear, light sort of dark straw, light yellow pale ale. That's my cat there in the background. His name is Bear. Probably seen him a few times on the channel. He likes sleeping on the foxtail box. That's his spot. It's nice and warm. If anyone at Foxtail's ever watching these videos, which I sincerely doubt, this is the first time he's ever done that. Head was okay. It has sort of faded off pretty quickly there, if I get it actually in shot. Now, being a tropical pale ale, what I'm expecting to get aroma-wise is going to be a lot of tropical fruit, so very citrus, stone fruit, some mango, pineapple, rock melon, those sort of kind of aromas coming through. And I'm going to be pretty honest, I'm not getting that. Not as much as I thought I would. It's very subtle and soft in its aroma profile. Like, yeah, there is that tropical element in there, but yeah, it's not overpowering like I was expecting that it would be. But again, maybe my nose is burnt out on those hoppy neepers that just smash you with that hop aroma and those strong tropical fruit aromas that you get out of those. So the fact that this is quite subtle in comparison. Taste-wise, sweet. There is a sweetness to this beer, like a sugary sweetness, quite light body-wise and kind of very easy to drink. You get more of the tropical flavors coming through on the tongue than you did on the nose. So, you know, definitely citrus, some melon, stone fruit, which, when it comes to classifying things as a tropical fruit, like, I just take tropical fruit as being what I would expect to get in the tropics. So to me, that's mango, pineapple, passion fruit to an extent, more exotic kind of fruits, pawpaw, dragon fruit, stuff like that. But I think when it actually comes down, especially from a beer perspective, I think that is pretty much just anything that has a nice citrus and strong fruit aroma. So like citrus has quite strong aroma. So oranges, you can tell, mandarin, lemon, lime, mango, which yeah, as I said before, pineapple, that sort of stuff. And I think we mistake citrus for tropical, and I don't necessarily see the two as being the same. But I think from a beer perspective, and maybe that's just how we are in terms of our rating of flavors and aromas just in general. We just class those fruits as tropical. Basically, if you can put it into a fruit salad, it's a tropical fruit. But I don't necessarily agree with that. Back to the beer. It is a, spin the can around so people can see. It's, as I said, it's a light beer. It is very easy to drink. It's not like it's balanced in terms of the sweetness and maybe that sort of fruit flavor, you know, leaning a little bit more on the sweeter side. But look, by no means is it an unpleasant beer to drink. Happy to have, you know, one or two. I don't think this is a beer that I'll be sitting on in an afternoon session. I don't think this is a beer that I would go out and buy a 6-pack of or a case of. Definitely wouldn't buy a case of it, but probably wouldn't buy a 6-pack of it just because I feel I will get bored with it, and there'll be a couple that will sit in the fridge for a long period of time, and generally beer doesn't sit long in my fridge, which is why I find it weird when you see people on Instagram and Facebook groups who know, oh, I just found this in the back of the fridge, and it's some amazing imperial stout or Nipah or something that you should have had the moment you fucking bought the thing. So I don't know how you can just have beers lost in the back of a fridge, like even if it's a normal, I don't know why I'm pointing here, you can't actually see my fridge, but the fridge that's near me here in the kitchen, even if you had a big beer fridge, like I don't know how you would lose beers in the back of it. Like I only have a little bar fridge for canned beer and homebrew beer, and then another fridge that has a little keg in it, but I don't know how you lose beers in the back of the fridge. Like I don't get that concept at all. I understand cellaring beers, and I do have a couple of beers that I'm cellaring, which is both of them are imperial stouts. One I've been cellaring for 4 years now, and I keep saying that, no, when it's this occasion I will drink that beer, and that occasion comes and goes, and I don't drink it, I keep thinking of when I'm going to drink the beer, and I never do. Because it's an imperial stout, I like to keep it maybe for a cooler winter, but fuck, who knows when I'm going to drink that beer. I probably won't be on YouTube reviewing it. I'll just be hoarding it to myself and drinking it because it's going to be delicious. I hope so. Fucking disappointed if it's not. Anyway, this is a tropical pale ale, and I'm talking about imperial stouts because that's what I do. Kaiju out of Melbourne, they do make some really, really cool beers. Do recommend checking out some of their bigger beers, so their IPAs. They do a great black IPA, red IPA, and a double IPA that have names that I can't remember off the top of my head, or because they're fairly long and not normal words to pronounce. But yeah, if you like big bold beers, that's probably what their specialty is those bigger, bolder beers. But then they sort of ventured, I know they ventured into sours a little bit, which every brewery does venture into sours eventually. I get it. You gotta go where the trends take you, which is why every man and his dog is making Nipahs and milkshake IPAs and hazies at the moment, because that's where everybody's going. That and session beers, lighter beers. But yeah, so for a pale ale, this is kind of outside of what they're known for, or outside of sort of what they do. But look, it is a good beer. As I said, like it's just not one that I would consume a lot of. But having a one-off like I am here today, talking to you guys, it's fine. But if this is my fourth one, I'd probably be getting sick of it, to be honest. Anyway, that's sold it real well. Kaiju Krush beer. Definitely go out and get him, try him. Like every beer that I review here, I do suggest that you go out and try, because that's the only way you're going to expand your palate of beer. If you like this video and want to see more of this stuff, please like and subscribe. And if you don't like this video, then don't like and subscribe. I suppose that's pretty simple. Now that we're well into the new year, I have this vain attempt that I'm going to try and do this a little bit more regularly than once a week. Worst case scenario, you're getting these videos on a Wednesday, I believe. Best case scenario is that I'll probably do 2 a week. Look, if I could get away with it, I'd do 1 every day, but it's a lot of beer to drink, and I'm a fat guy who probably shouldn't be drinking so much beer and should lose some weight. So you're getting them once, maybe twice a week, depending on how I go. Anyway, rambling. All right, cheers guys. See you next week.